Guys, how are we doing? Why is it blurry? Sorry, give me a second here. There we go. Okay. Apparently this camera doesn't like to refocus on its own. But hi everybody, how are we doing? Whoops. Terrible. I should just have to pick this and then retake it. There we go. So Mux reminded me that I probably should have switched my resolution to the screen, but we'll give it a try and see how it goes. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna be trying to do an acrylic painting. It's something I've been wanting to get back into for a while, but I haven't done it in a very long time. So I got some Christmas money, I bought myself some supplies. Nothing high-end or high quality yet, just kind of basic stuff. While I get back into it. And I managed to, so we took like, I took like quite a while, and I had to kind of like think of how to draw this. I haven't even drawn in forever, this is terrible. But yeah, so I had all my photography, and it was on old hard drives, which are kind of dead. So we luckily managed to get everything off. And, I managed to get my artwork. So now, this picture, you can see the picture that I'm working off of. It is this tiger up here, up in the top corner there. That is one of my own pieces of photography. And that's what I'm going to be trying to paint. So, yeah, here goes nothing. I am by no means pro, so... Patience, patience. Is that too slanty? It's a little too slanty. It's kind of like upload it. I'm excited though. I've been wanting to paint again for a while. Okay, so tiger's face, I probably want it to come out up to about here. This is definitely like off though. It's kind of more straight than I made it. I made it look kind of... There we go. So I draw very weird in that I don't draw... I usually draw at an angle to what I'm seeing. It's kind, I know it's kind of weird, I think, but... The music, by the way, is this bundle I got licensed through Humble. It might be too big. The width of his nose is about 1, 2, 2.5 from the rock. Yes, it's a little too big. We go like this. gonna be about right? That's about right, okay. There we go. Up here. There we go. That goes to about where the eye would be start. That's about perfect. So that should be about over there is about where the eye goes in. And this part here is relatively straight. I don't need to get all the details drawn in. I just kind of want to make sure that I have, like, the placement of stuff right. Vaguely like a tiger nose. The beauty is that when, like, the acrylic paints are very, like, if you really fuck up, you just need a thicker layer and you can go over it completely. So that will be good. Good. I'm gonna kind of measure this tiger in lengths terms of its the size of its nose here. That way at least things stay kind of consistent. Bits for the ear. And a bit for the ear. The size of the ear compared to that, a little shorter. Oh, that's almost. I We got that size almost exact. That's actually badass. Probably comes down a little bit more. Or this might actually have to go up a little bit. I'm not that concerned with it though. It doesn't need to be perfect. The ear in relation to though. Kind of like that width. Oh, I like this song. Actually, Mux, you know what I just thought of too? Is that if you do decide to make a little bit of game, like a little bit of a game, all of this music, as well as the sound effects bundle I bought too, that I still need to put on my, go through for my soundboard, I'm actually fully licensed for it, to use it pretty much however I want. So, we could use that in there. We could even monetize it, I'm pretty sure. This part here that comes kind of out, that's an ear. You can tell by the white spot there. And it starts coming back down a little over here. I was thinking of trying to do something a little more dramatic with the lighting too, and maybe making that whole background dark, and then having like the tiger come in a little bit, like more out of like nothing. But we'll see how that goes. I'll probably start with making that black though. So I can always go in and add a little bit more to it if I want. And this goes like almost straight across. In terms of basic function, there's like hairs that stick out, but that will be added after the fact. It like goes up a little bit and then like straight across. And in terms of the nose, the leg is almost as wide as the nose. So this here is a little off, but that's okay. We can fix that. I don't even need to erase this because I'm eventually gonna be painting over it anyways, but I have to make sure that the proportions are at least sort of correct. There's almost like a ridge here where that stripe is gonna be. Bring the ear out a little bit more too. So the way that I've always painted, at least kind of since I started doing it a little more seriously and realistically, I guess, is I don't buy the individual colors that I'm looking for. I have my primaries, plus white and black, and then the store had this buy two get one free, so I got a silver. And those are the only 6 tubes of paint that I have. So we're actually gonna mix the colors that we're using. I've got these handy dandy little mason jars. That I'm gonna use to mix my colors in. And we're gonna go from there, so. It's gonna be fun. Okay. Okay, so the middle pack of stripes goes like this. Kinda. I think this has to come kind of more straight down. Here. Kind of like that. Maybe? No, that might be right. Something looks off, and I can't tell what it is. Let me see. Is that right? That's about... Yeah? I don't know. It's weird, because it looks about right, but something looks off. Okay, so if I go from that to there, and then go straight up, I go through the tip of the ear. Yeah, I mean... measuring off right, so I guess it's just we start painting and see what happens. Maybe it's because I'm actually having this here. Oh. Maybe it's because this actually goes more like this. And I'm not seeing it because it's so black. I bet that's it. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Here goes nothing. Okay. I'm gonna start with like. I've never had this much of a selection of brushes. They're all like cheap brushes, but like. It was like $5 for like. How many brushes are even in this thing? Like 25 brushes. I've got like big brushes, tiny brushes, sponge brushes, round brushes, flat brushes, pointy brushes, giant brushes. A little bit of everything, really. Okay, and then I'm going to... Okay, which one do I want to use for my brushes? And which one do I want to use for... I'm gonna use this one. Probably a little easier to... Ideally, I'm eventually going to get an actual paint retardant but I do not have it right now. Um, oh shit, I forgot to put down my, hang on. I've got like a box so that I don't paint my desk. Hold tight. There we go. You'll get to see my chaotic method. How's that? Oh, I know what else I need. I know what else I need before we really settle down and get going. Paper towel to dry the brushes in between colors. Okay, now we're ready. Okay, so I do rotate the canvas kind of as I work. That's kind of just how I work. Oh shit, I'm getting paint on stuff already. No. Don't let it go to waste. Not as much as possible. This is why I didn't want to wear anything good. Okay, hang on. I have an idea. I have an idea. Alright. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, see, because this is like with it watered down. You really don't need to use full strength acrylics a lot of the time. Probably shouldn't have done this straight black. Maybe like a dark, almost black brown. Too late now. You can go over it later. Black just seems like a little too stark, but yeah, I don't need this pencil anymore. There we go. First thing that I usually do when I paint is like blocking my colors. Doing the black first, probably not the best idea because now my water's black. And that's gonna get in everything else that I do, so. I might need to go change out my water already, but we'll see. I mean, as long as I account for it, it might not actually be the worst thing, because everything's probably gonna need a little bit of black in it to tone it down, so. What other brush? Which brush do you want to use for the little areas? Probably actually keep the ones I used out so I can make sure they dry properly and get cleaned properly later. Like, I need something more like. I need to do these like little areas in here. I should have made that a little bit brown, though. Ooh, I actually might have... No. I don't know. And we're gonna do like a gray for the rock there, I think. Oh, I can always lighten up like a little bit of this too with the gray when we do the rock. That could work. There's like a hint of blue in that gray too. Alright. Okay, do the black. Always do your black last. Always do your black last, guys. It is very easy to make a color darker. It is not easy to make a color lighter. On that much blue. Yeah, now we can add some black. I guess I could have used the black from there, but this way I don't have to worry about cleaning the brush before I take a little bit of the black. I literally just want to add a tiny bit of this at a time until I have the color I want. I don't know, what do you guys think? A little more darker? A little darker? So we can go in with highlights as well as shadows? A little still. It might be a touch of red, I'm thinking, though, actually. Like a small touch of red. Actually, probably pretty good, actually. Add a little bit of water. Okay, we'll see how this looks, and then we can edit it a little bit if we need to. think? I think it needs to be a little touch darker. Maybe a little more blue. That's probably the hardest part about painting for me. Getting your colors right. That looks a little better, I think. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I like that better. A little more red, actually, though. Wondering if it needs a touch of yellow. Like, brown it a little bit. What it is. I bet it's missing a touch of yellow. Yeah, come on. Give me that yellow. Yellow's kind of like white, where sometimes you need to actually use more of it than you think. To get your colors to work out right. That's not too. We're gonna have to go over it for the details anyways. This is just blocking the colors in, so... Let's see, I want to kind of go down actually though, like one smooth line, so that we just have one smooth rock face. Instead of... it looking like choppy or anything. There we go. So we do the side of the canvas. I'm actually not concerned if there's streaks of color in here from the paint not mixing properly, because that just is going to add more unevenness and randomness, which you would see in a rock anyways. Make sure we get the top edge. Down, there we go. I'm not gonna do too much with the... oh shit, I just put my gray in my clean water. Not in my drinking water, luckily. So I do kind of expect that to happen before the end of this stream. Either that or I'm going to try and drink the paint water. Okay, so next is going to be this bottom portion here, where the dirt is. So we need to make a brown. And brown is a little bit of all three colors. Possibly with some white and or black to mute it down a little bit. Make it like that kind of tanny color. I'm gonna start with some yellow. And a little bit of red to start with. And then we'll do blue this way now. I may need to go clean this water though. See, I might have put too much red. We're gonna see how this looks once we add the blue. Actually, it might not be that bad, actually. I should try to mix my colors like on camera, eh? Actually, this brown isn't looking too bad. I think that's where I'm gonna call adding the blue though. I don't want to add too much blue. We don't want to turn our brown blue. At least not until I add a little white. I definitely think it does need white to tone it. That was too much white. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll probably want to add a touch more yellow, a touch more red, and then a little bit of... The benefit if I make too much brown is that I can always use the brown like watered down or mixed with gray to help kind of even out the rock and the background there. So I'm not overly concerned about that. I've still got blue on my little makeshift palette here, so that's fine. Maybe I had it backwards and that, like, white is really easy to overdo. Actually, if I make this a touch more orange, so it actually might not be a bad color for the tiger, though. Maybe I'll go that route instead. This is not looking like the right color for the brown. This is kind of the color I have right now. It's a little closer to the tiger, eh? And make it a little more orange. See if we can turn this into a good tiger color. I think I'm still too off of the tiger color. Maybe I just need to add black to get the right color for the soil then. But I think I just need to start with orange and then kind of adjust it slightly for the tiger. So we're going to try and turn this into a decent color for the soil. Hopefully without wasting all my paint. I hope so. Kind of is just too saturated. That's the problem. Like, it's not a bad color, it's just way too saturated. And probably needs a lot more blue, if I'm being honest. Especially after I added all that extra. It's getting there a lot more, actually. Much more black, maybe? Try and gray it out. I can probably add some of the gray that we made. If I need to. It's not terrible, I don't think. I think that's actually pretty good. Especially kind of with the streaks in it, actually. I kind of like it. because we're gonna have to go into it later, and I do need to water it down a little bit, though. I don't think that's too bad, actually. Okay, guys, hold tight. I'm gonna be right back really quick. I have to run to the bathroom, and I also have to clean my water that was supposed to be clean, and then I threw a paintbrush into it. So, hold tight. I will be right back. And then we'll continue our tiger. I just realized you guys can't see, like, the lines that I was making pretty much at all. That's okay. It means it'll be more of a surprise as it comes into shape. Alright, hold tight, guys. I'll be right back.